Hey guys, ILene Vick here for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. It is Saturday, July 19th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 29 of 2025, and in my neck of the woods, it is currently 81 degrees with a high of 86 and a low of 73. Welcome to my broadcast. I am here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles and laughs, the what, the how, and the why of adult coloring. In other words, I show you what I'm doing, I explain how I'm doing it, and then I talk about the why behind what I did. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. That is always delightful. Welcome to my YouTube peeps who watch this broadcast after the fact, and welcome to my Facebook peeps who'll see this broadcast when I download it into my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Now, one thing when you go to watch the broadcast, be sure to watch it at a faster speed. In other words, go into settings, and set your playback speed. I usually set it to 2. And you can understand me perfectly. It just moves everything along better. All right. Lots to talk about tonight. So last night we finished our dragon. I had a couple more fish that I needed just to finish up. So I went ahead and did that, and here is the final result. I think it came out beautifully. We're telling a story with our piece. There are bubbles around the dragon, and those bubbles turn into what? Smoke. And that's what we added on either side. These are the types of things that I want you to think about when you're coloring to add. Our water goes from light to medium to dark blue. And you can see on the brown how I have added shaping and shadowing to give our hills more life and shaping and context. Okay. So let's set that aside because that is done. We have our buddy color with our steampunk on it. This is Steampunk Mashup Jubilee. And I've been working on our teddy bear here. Everything else is done. And I think we're getting a beautiful representation of what this page intends. All right, let me double check something here. Hold on, I'm just checking some camera angles here. Okay. So this is very close to being done. I've just got a few more things on here that I need to color in, and we can call this one done. All right, now here is our new buddy color. This is from Vintage Tots at the Beach Jubilee. This is a brand new book. I will be doing a walkthrough on Monday here. So be sure to check it out. I think you're going to like it. Cute, cute, cute little lady. All right, and then our second project, I'm doing something a little bit different. This one is from Whimsical World Big Book. Here is the coloring book itself, just in case you're looking for it, and of course Mamie's going to give you the affiliate link to it. Beautiful, beautiful little book by Molly Harrison. Cute images. Lots and lots of themes. All right. And then I'm going to play around with some images in another book. This is from Pop Manga's Flights of Fancy. This is by Camilla D'Erico. That's a pretty cool book. Paper is nice and thick. Check it out. Okay. Now, the images that I'm going to be playing with this first one has some hummingbirds on it. And I thought that it would be cool for me to show you how to do those hummingbirds. And then the other page that I was interested in playing around with, this is actually a 2-page spread, and it is absolutely loaded with butterflies. I don't know if you'll be able to see both pages side by side on the camera view. I'll try and get that for you. Yeah, there you go. Isn't that beautiful? So we have hair to play with. We have skin tone to play with. And, of course, the butterflies themselves. All right. So lots to look into. Let me get these off to the side. Let me get this. Let me get my paper towel. How is everybody tonight? Let's see who's popped in already. Mamie, hello. Karen. Chris, hello Chris. Hello Onyx. Hopefully you've got your phone charged up. Oh Chris, you like the Camilla's books, but too expensive for you in Mexico. Camilla has beautiful line art. Yes, she does. Lorraine, hello. Welcome back. Hello, Kitty. Okay, how's everybody doing today? Win, lose, or draw? I'm going to say draw. It's been a quiet day today. But that is a good thing. Hello, Stephanie. So Stephanie says draw. Onyx says draw. Chris says quiet and busy at the same time. All right. So it sounds like everybody's doing pretty well. Guys, be sure to hit that like button. Those of you that are regulars, you know the drill. And let's get coloring. Okay, now we don't have too much more to go on this. Mamie, thank you so much for helping Lorraine. Now I'm going to pop in with my reddish brown. Onyx is fully charged. Glad to hear it, Onyx. I think that's funny that your battery lasts the 3 hours. Now, this is my reddish brown. And I'm going to put a little bit of gold on top of that. Lorraine, you've been practicing with your old books and the color pencils my son used in elementary school, and he is 25 now. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, let's get the collar here. So Onyx's joke for the day is, okay, I have a joke. What happens if you don't pay your priest? And the answer is, drum roll, you get repossessed. All right. Now, I've got a little area in gray that I missed. Let's go ahead and get that. Lorraine, are you going to get the larger set of the color pencils? Okay. Oh my gosh, Lorraine, color is great. Amazon Basics pencils are great. The color pencils, last I looked, weren't too ungodly expensive. Okay, now on the hand, Mamie, do you have the link for the color pencils? I'm adding that little bit of gold. Hello, Julie. Mamie, I've got the color. $120. I'm going to send it to you. And there's also a color 520. Okay, let's continue. Chris, for coloring, you use Starjoy and Prismacolor. Yep. Mamie, I just sent you the affiliate for the, yeah, you got it, 520. You got 120 and 520. Okay. Now I'm going to pop down to the center here, and we've got a little divot. Black marker. Chris, you found your Derwent. Yeah, the good pencils as well. Here's our brownish red. So here's our internal gears. All right. So Chris says, I've seen people doing marvelous things with colors labeled for kids. I have a friend who only has crayons, Crayolas, and she does amazing coloring. She's got her Instagram page full of fans. Yep. Okay, down to the footies. Let's start out with our gold. Well, nobody should feel bad about the pencils that they have. Oh, gonna sneeze. Hold on. Oh my, excuse me. Now, take your time. Whew, thank you. Oh, Lorraine, I'm glad you're learning from me. Good. Lorraine, I do have one favor. When you type my name, use a capital L, so do capital I, capital L. That way I can see it easier. Okay, Chris, you think you mentioned this before. The dog in your profile picture was done on craft paper using craft acrylic and Prismacolor Junior. It was a challenge from a friend who said cheap material could not work. Lorraine, no, I am not outside. I play relaxation music so that you guys relax while you're in here. Yep, you do hear birds and so forth. That's exactly right. Do you like it? Oh, you thought I had my own magic garden. Well, it kind of is a magic garden. Okay, now I'm coming in with my reddish brown. Look how pretty that is. La, da, da. Okay. Oh, you would never think to layer the colors. Ah. Lorraine, coloring is all about layering. That's what gives you your depth, dimension, detail. All right, hold on a second. Gonna mute ya. Kayla, Kayla, Kayla. Actually, Kyla. Let's try that again. Kyla, Kyla, Kyla. Oops. Okay. Kyla, tell everybody again where you're from. Okay, check out how I'm bringing out my red on top of my gold. Everybody, Kyla's from Wales. Kyla, tell everybody what time it is in Wales. Kyla says it's 1:47 a.m. at the moment. So, Kyla, do you get up to watch this broadcast? Kyla gets up just to watch this broadcast, guys. All right, let me pull out so you can see how this looks. Isn't that beautiful? Lorraine, we have a fantastic group of people here. And then, of course, there's all the people watching that don't chat. I still love that bear. I think that bear is the favorite piece. I know you were talking about this one, Kyla. Good grief, I'm almost done with this. Onyx sings a song while taking her meds. Uh-huh. There you go. If you're happy and you know it, shake your meds. Okay. Yeah, this broadcast is a neat experience for Onyx because she has a trach and she can't speak at the moment. So, being in this group, I'm just using a slightly darker gray alcohol marker, allows her to converse with everybody and to converse with actual live people. And she gets to look at pretty pictures. Okay, I've got one more thing. Although Onyx Monday or Tuesday may be getting fitted with a voice box, and that's going to allow her to start talking. And we'd love to have her here. La-da-dum. Well, Onyx, we love having you here. Oh, there you go, Mamie. Onyx is already practicing her stand-up comic routines on us. Guys, I think I'm declaring this steampunk teddy bear done. So what do you think? All right, let's see who's popping in. Angie's popping in. Kitty's popping in. La da da dum. Guys, I think I'm calling this one done. What do you think? Now, I want to point something out here. You guys know that when I teach you coloring, I like to take you up to the next level. And the thing that I want to point out is the objects behind the steampunk bear, I deliberately made lighter colors. So the idea is that you want to create a contrast between the little girl and innocence and softness and the harsher steampunk teddy bear. And I also want you to notice that as far as color selection, we have a pink down here, we have a pink in here, and a pink in the upper right hand corner. Why? Because it leads your eye across the entire piece. And then the other thing that we have going on is that we have the green blanket, and there's green in the little girl's nightgown. And Chris says that she feels that the bear is a mechanic alien floating and checking on her. Yep. And we've got blue here and a little bit of blue in the blanket. Any questions about the thought process doing this piece? This is why, if you are buddy coloring with me, I want you to pace me and I want you to use the same colors that I'm using. In other words, there's a method to my madness. Okay. Fixtiff. Krylon. 1306. Protects pencil, pastel, and chalk drawings. Prevents smudging and wrinkling. Allows easy rework. Acid-free, archival safe. Any questions or comments about why I used something or why I didn't? Okay, kitty. All right. Okay. Now, I'm going to name this. Our little girl is obviously dreaming about our mechanical bear. I'm going to call this Kyla and her mechanical bear. All right, let me spray this puppy and then we can call it officially done. Hold on a second. Now it's a little shiny because it's wet, but what I want you to notice is that the spray makes the colors more intense. This will dry in a minute. Check it out. I'm pretty happy with that. So the story behind this is in Kyla's dreams, her bear. Yeah, it does have a 3D effect to it. Her cloth bear manifested itself into a steampunk bear. Isn't that cute? All right, we're done. Let's start up on our next image. Vintage Tots at the Beach Jubilee. Oh, Kyla says he's a hero robot bear keeping nightmares away. There you go. Okay. Now, you guys know that when I start an image, I like to start out on the skin colors, and to me, no pun intended, that sets the tone for everything else. So let me get my swatch page. All right, Janie finally made it. La da dum dum. Okay, Kitty, thank you. Let's see here. Hello, Superman TV. Welcome to my broadcast. Okay. So I've got my light, my medium, so Superman, you found us on the live broadcast pages. Good. Welcome to the broadcast. We're all about adult coloring in this group. Okay, I've got my 3 colors. Look, let me go ahead and swatch those for you. Here's my dark, which is my cinnamon. Here's my medium. And here's my light. So, Man TV, do you adult color? Now, the thing I want you to notice in these colors is that they are predominantly orange based. So I'm going to start with my lightest color. I'm going to work in the lightest area on the face. And let's get coloring. Lorraine, that is a matter of knowing your pencils and knowing what effect you want to achieve. Hold on, I gotta move the camera. There we go. And I want to create a vintage look, and a vintage look is muted colors. And yes, Lorraine, it would be a practice issue. Chris, I don't call out brands of pencils, and the reason for that is because different people have different brands. And if they don't have the particular brand that I'm coloring with, then they're just going to get frustrated. Chris, you're going to print it tomorrow and play with it? All right. Yes, Lorraine, it is a peachy orange. And that's exactly right. What Mamie just said is when I swatch the colors, match what you have. Take your time. Okay. Oh boy, here comes the food. Getting a refill of tea and some ice for my water. Now I just need a taco. Okay, medium color now in this area right here. Now, this is where you come back with your light and you blend what? These edges between the two colors. We want that transition to be seamless, and I'm also using my light color to blend and soften my medium. Well, Papillon, hello. Kitty, absolutely markers will bleed through hardcover books. Just because the book is hardcover doesn't mean the paper can withstand your markers, and it depends what your markers are, if they're water-based or alcohol-based. Okay, medium color. Oh, they're water-based. Okay, then take a page of your book and find an area where you can just test your markers on it. Okay, now check it out. Doesn't that look cool? Okay, guys. Here is a sample of a vintage advertisement. And I want you to notice how orange the skins look. Kitty, always test your markers on a part of the book, on a page of the book, like in the back where you have your extra paper. Everybody see how orange that looks. Any questions? Okay. Now, my darkest color. Remember, we're doing light, medium, dark grayscale. Check it out. Now, when you work your pencils, you always want to work in layers. And as you can see, I'm going over and over this area multiple times to get that smoothness. Oh, Onyx, orange was your mom's favorite color. So I try to use some kind of orange in everything you color. All right. My Linda, so glad to see you. Now, if that doesn't look vintage, I don't know what does. All right, Kala. Thank you. Guys, don't forget on Monday that I'm going to be doing a walkthrough, a flip through of the book that this image is out of. And notice how I'm back blending this darker color into my medium color, because why? We don't want to see any seams. Finger blend. We want that nice and soft looking. Oh, Chris, bummer. You're back to work on Monday. Your schedule overlaps this stream, so I might just be here on Saturday and Sunday. English classes at the university are offered in the afternoon and evening. Well, do what you can. We're gonna miss ya. Okay, now, medium color. Well, at least we'll see you Saturday and Sunday. Okay, back to our dark color up on the shoulder. and then our medium right next to the dress. All right, now I'm going to extend my medium up just a little bit. And of course you can do that when you're working with grayscale, is that's where your artistic instinct comes in, and you start to expand on the area that you're coloring. And that's an interesting thing that happens when you're coloring grayscale, is that you start to automatically add your own touches to it. All right, here's our dark. Oh, Onyx says, sorry, I didn't have time to BRB before a CNA ripped off your headphones off your ears. Are you kidding me? Does she mean she didn't tap you to tell you? Please tell me that you're kidding. Okay, there's my dark. Here's my medium. Lorraine says, ILene, don't forget that capital L. I think I need some more basic practice before I can do a page like this. Lorraine, that's not true. So Onyx, she says, nope, just grab them and yank them off. When I said, hey, she said, I have things to do. It hurts my heart, too, to hear you are being treated like that. I don't think that's funny at all. Onyx, what's the name of what is the name of the, let's see, she's a CNA? Yep. Onyx, what's her name? Onyx, when you type, listen to me. When you type her name, just say, the name of the CNA that ripped the headphones off my ears is, and then put the name down. Onyx, did you hear me? The name of the CNA, I want you to type the full sentence. The name of the CNA that ripped off the headphones is... Um, Onyx, is that your real name or is that a screen name? Okay, Onyx, I want you to give me your real name. And then I want you to give me the name of the facility that you're at and the location, and I'm going to call them on Monday. And that's the other thing is call the charge nurse in and find out the name of that CNA. Okay, here's our darkest color. Let me pull out and let's take a look. What do you think? Blending pencil. Any questions about how we're doing this? Look how beautiful that is, guys. Let's see, Chris says this girl looks like Romy, R-O-M-Y Schneider, the actress who plays Empress Sissy in the movies. I have no idea who that is. Onyx, if you give me the information that I've asked for, I will call the facility. I will call the facility. I will talk to the director. And I will tell them that this is happening during a live broadcast. All right, let me look up this actress, Romy Schneider. Okay. There's a picture. Let's look at the two side by side. What do you think? Anybody else think that there's a resemblance? All right. That was fun. Again, I have no idea who that actress is, but that's just probably an age issue. Okay, next project. Oh, I need to find the image when she was 15 years old and played the role of Empress Sissy. Okay, I have two separate images here. The first one is from Whimsical World Big Book, and we have two little nymphs that are playing in a little leaf boat here. And the second image that I want to do something with, I made tonight yet, is I've got these hummingbirds. And I may play with those a little bit tonight. Okay. So I'm going to start out with my little nymphs. And whenever you color, I personally like to color the facial skin first. So I'm going to start with my lightest skin color. Chris, don't forget to send me a picture. I'll show it on camera. Oh, here's the picture. Check it out. She was 15 years old when she did this role. So let me show the side by side, and then we can decide whether that's the same thing. Kyla, good night. Kyla, you're welcome. So yeah, I would say that they definitely look similar. And yeah, the hairstyle is the same. Let me zoom in a little more so you can see this. Chris, you're thinking of using Romy as your inspiration for this page. There you go. Good idea. Okay. Lorraine, I am using my lightest peach color for the skin. These are the three colors. I'm starting with my lightest color, and then we'll detail from there. And Lorraine, I want you to be working on that last picture of that little girl on the beach. And here's the picture, by the way, that Stephanie sent. Romney Schneider. So yeah, I would say that we definitely have a look-alike on that. Okay, light peach color. Stephanie, good night. Now I'm just getting down my base color of my two little fairies. This is the lightest skin color. Now, let's not forget the ear. And since the antennas are part of the face and the skin, I'm going to color them flesh color as well. Fairies are like little buglets. Lorraine. And bugs tend to have antennae. Okay, now we want a medium peach. Let me show you the skin colors that I'm using for my fairies. Here's my dark. Here's my medium. Here's my light. The dark and the light colors are the same colors that I'm using on my little vintage girl, but the medium I've changed up because I don't want it to be as orange. Okay, so the fairy on the right, I'm going to start to add my shading on the skin. And this is going to start to define the high and low points on it. Now notice how that is starting to give our little fairy personality. How cute is that? Now notice that I'm tending to stick to the outside of the skin. Okay, let's go over to our other fairy. How did I learn about colors? Well, in our lives, colors are all around us for things. I've also checked out YouTube videos over the years. And then, yeah, part of it is having a natural eye to see colors. Okay, now I'm going to come in with my darkest color, and this is where it starts to add dimension, more dimension to the piece, because when you have a darker outside area on something, that makes it look rounded. Do you see how on this shoulder we've got this light spot, and that makes that portion of the shoulder look up? And what Chris is telling you is correct. When you coordinate colors on outfits that you wear, you're doing the same thing. All right, now, darkest color of my light, medium, and dark. Now I'm shadowing around the outside, and look at how that's really making that face come to life. So Chris says women are much better in detecting colors than men. Our eyes are structured differently. We can see different shades of pink, for example, while men only see one pink. Oh, that's interesting. Men are more commonly colorblind. Guys, look at the difference now between the two fairies. All right, see the difference between this being shaded and this one is not. This looks more realistic. Okay, yes, women generally have a better ability to distinguish subtle differences in color shades and may have a broader color vocabulary than men. This difference is linked to the genetics of color vision, which are partly carried on the X chromosome. Women have been shown to be better at distinguishing between subtle variations in color shades, especially in the middle of the color spectrum like blues and greens. For example, women might be able to differentiate between various shades of purple that a man might perceive simply as purple. Lorraine, your father, husband, and son are colorblind. All right. Let's do our second fairy or nymph. This is my darkest color. Lorraine says they give tests before kindergarten. He could not distinguish between gray and pink. Now, check out how I'm using this darker color on the outside edge of this antennae. Lorraine, are you going to color our vintage girl with us? Yes, they have special glasses to correct it. You're afraid to color the piece? Why? It's not going to blow up on you if you do it wrong. I've got a member, actually I'm pretty sure it's Grace. She had never colored grayscale before, and she followed along on a project and did an absolute beautiful job on the piece. Never had colored grayscale before. Lorraine, basically, if you don't color that piece, you're blowing off my my teaching. Okay, Janie just sent a picture that she's coloring. This is one of the freebies that I gave you in the breaking news. And she's doing a really nice job with it. And look at those beautiful blue eyes. This is out of my book, Birthmark Beauty's Jubilee, and every single woman in there has a birthmark on her face. And you can see how Janie is following what I'm showing you here, is that she's got her darker shades towards the outside of the light, medium, dark. See it? Really good job, Janie. Good night, Janie. Good night, Janie. Good night, Janie. So glad you made it here tonight. Okay, I'm going to erase in a high point on the top of the shoulder. And color that back in with my lightest color. Lorraine, I want to remind you that this is a teaching group. And the whole idea of the teaching group is for you guys to follow along on the images that I give you for free and do that project, and that's how you learn. Okay, let me pull out. And then I'm going to use my lightest pencil to blend. Thank you, Lorraine. Lorraine, I don't know if you guys know this, but I have a master's degree in adult education. This is what I do. I know what teaching methods to use when I'm teaching you guys something. Okay. Here are the two fairies. In our little boat. And you can see how cool that skin looks. Alright, I'm going to pop over to Flights of Fancy by Camilla d'Errico. For a couple minutes. And I found a page with some hummingbirds on it. Now, I want you to look at this picture. I went to Google and I checked out a couple of pictures of hummingbirds. And I want you to notice how these colors are placed on the body. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my alcohol marker Oh, Chris, how cool is that? In parts of Mexico, it is said that when a hummingbird visits your garden, it is the soul of a loved one checking on you. What a beautiful thought. Now, I'm going to take my red alcohol marker and I'm going to add that red to the neck of my hummingbirds. Isn't that beautiful? And then, per the picture I showed you, on this other bird, I'm going to go with some orange. Maggie, did you find any of these pictures on Etsy that you could buy? And then I'm going to go back to my red. Oh, Chris, this is more or less the time you'll be getting home from Monday to Friday. And when I get home, I need to feed the cat's dad and do chores, so I can't sit and watch. Well, you can always watch the replay. And we'll see you on the weekends. How beautiful is that? Now, guys, don't be shy about going to Google and looking up colors. Oh, I like that green. Okay. So Onyx got me thinking about tacos. So now I'm thinking that I'm going to crumble up some hamburger with some nacho chips and have that for dinner. Oh, is that beautiful? All right, let's do our second bird. And then we've got our third one. Now, you know I'm going to detail this with darker green, right? Now remember, when you use alcohol marker, you've got to test it on your page and see how much it bleeds. And then you need to take that distance into account when you're coloring. Okay, let's pull out. Tell me that doesn't look absolutely beautiful. All right. Any questions about this? What brand of markers? These are Cali Art. They were within my budget, so I got them. I love them. Now, while I've got my green markers out, I'm going to come in with a light green of my Cali Arts. And I'm going to color up my leaf. Now take your time. And notice how I'm sweeping my marker on this. If you do that with your markers, you will avoid, for the most part, streaks. Check it out. Any questions? Hang with me, I'm going to run over time a little bit. See how I'm sweeping that color on there? and try not to overlap your marker. Chris, good night. So now you're getting a lesson on how to apply marker. Well, hello, Judy. Welcome to the broadcast. Now, the other thing that you need to keep in mind when you're applying marker is you have to keep moving. If you stop, your marker is going to continue to put out color. In other words, once you commit marker to paper, keep going with it. Now, I've bobbled a little bit in a couple places. It happens. Maybe just put the link up for the Cali Art markers. All right, I've got one more spot. Oh, is that beautiful? Now, one of the things that I will eventually be doing is coming in with pencil and shading and shadowing. I'm just going to show you this now. I'm coming in with my ivory. And check out how I'm adding my little spots of light color on the greenery. Isn't that cool? Okay, I'm done for the evening. Wow, we got a lot done. Okay, so this is from Whimsical World Big Book by Molly Harrison. This is from Flights of Fancy by Camilla de Erico. This is from Vintage Tots at the Beach Jubilee. That's my book that we colored on. And this is from Steampunk Mashup Jubilee, which I have finished. Check it out. Okay guys, this is ILene Vick for Teaching About Coloring with ILene Vick, guys. Joyous, joyous coloring. Love on each other, that's what we're known for. Lorraine, sorry you can't be here tomorrow night, but you'll have the video. I'll see you tomorrow night, same time, same place. Judy, nice meeting you. Come back tomorrow night. We can chat more and get to know you. My broadcast starts at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Guys, be sure to hit that like arrow. It's important. It lets other people know that we're here. Have a great rest of the evening. Love on each other. That's what we're known for. I need to decide what to zoom in on. I guess I'll zoom in on my little vintage girl. Okay, guys, take care. Love ya. Don't forget to hit that like button. Till tomorrow night then. Bye.